All right, everybody, welcome back to Important Aim. I'm Important Aim. I think this came in a box as well, but I can't remember, and I don't feel like looking for it. But it also comes with this little case. Oh, so cute. We like that. Springfield Hellcat. This is certainly, as we check, and we're clear, so there's no mag. All right? You see it just like I see it. We are clear. It's a stud for concealed carry, in my opinion. Comment down below if you disagree. I've had a few Springfields. I had the XDS in 45, which I got rid of, too snappy. I got an XDS in 9 now, which is okay, it's fine, but that size for capacity is a little outdated, no doubt about it. They were one of the first to market with this size firearm. We're talking 4 inches in height. I think if you got the extended magazine that holds 12, it's 4.5 inches. This texturing on this is absolutely a star. Again, when we start to talk about the firearms that are this size, you know, you got to practice with them so you can make sure you can control them. This is a 9mm and you need something to hold on to. This is aggressive. So if you shoot and you're like, man, I don't like all that rubbing, you know, maybe get some rubber grips. Maybe you'll like that better than the sandpaper feel. I like this. I need this. Wouldn't mind if it was more aggressive, okay? But it is very aggressive. But you'll appreciate it if you don't just holding it. You'll certainly appreciate it when you shoot it. I mean, look, it's a small gun. It's going to kick a little bit. It kicks. It kicks. But definitely manageable. The slide serrations at the front, fairly slight, but they work. At the rear, but you also see that they went ahead and went all the way across the top. Why? I have no idea, but it looks cool. The sights, again, when you get into firearms this small, they're self-defense firearms generally. The sights are very important because you got to be able to at least acquire them in some fashion, right? I know a lot of people say, oh, self-defense situations are right up close. I don't know. I don't care about that. I'm just saying, let's be able to use our sights and see them. This is an absolute non-issue with this. You got the U-notch in the back, that's white, with your tritium insert front, so you can see that at night. It glows as well, which is, you know, hey, something good to consider if you're thinking about a self-defense firearm. Got a chamber indicator, but not one of those that peek up. Okay, so it's just a hole right there. You can see if there's brass in there or not. They call this a Gen 2 trigger. Don't know what that means, but it's okay. Let's do what we do. We'll pull it. 714. 710, reading about like the Ruger Max, LCP Max in 380. 7.3. Again, we're talking self-defense, so it is not going to be one that you say, I'm going to take to the range one afternoon and just have a straight enjoyable trip. Y'all, I don't get paid by any of these folks. They don't send me firearms. I'm not going to lie. If you're new to firearms, and I hope you are, because I hope, you know, you're getting into it. I can remember when I first got into it, I would watch every video on everything, but you need some people who are going to tell you the truth. This is not what this is going to do for you. Now, maybe you get to the point where you can learn to enjoy shooting these little firearms anyway. I kind of do, especially when I take a bunch of little ones out there just to see how they compare to each other. But I'd much rather shoot my larger firearms, no doubt about it. So you've got this stippling all the way up here as well. So when I'm resting my, you know, practicing my trigger discipline, I feel that. Of course, you got it over here. You're riding on your thumb on this side. If you're a lefty, it's the complete opposite, and you're getting that same feel right there if that does anything for you. 3-inch barrel, so 1 in 10 twist on it, hammer forged. 17.9 ounces when you got your flush mag in there, or 18.3 when you have your extended magazine in there. So when we start to talk about weight, that's very important. Make sure you look up the weight when you're comparing the firearms, because, you know, if you're going to have it, you know, on your waist, you don't want to be feeling like you're dragging a million pounds with you. You'd be surprised how much a few ounces make a difference. In my opinion, when you talk about 11 rounds of 9mm with the flush mag, which is generally what I have in there, then 13 rounds with the extended mag, and then you can get those Shield Arms magazines that are 15 rounds. Holy moly, man. You're going to add some size to it, but you probably don't care because this firearm is so small. 6 inches in total length. You cannot beat this. Let's talk about shooting. Hey, it's a little snappy. There you go. I said it. It's a little snappy, and it's nothing that you cannot control. Okay? Practice with it, get used to it, understand what it's going to feel like when you shoot it, get it to the point where that's second nature of feeling that recoil impulse. You get it, you realize it's snappy, now you're controlling it. Focus on that trigger pull you'll need to, because this is a stiffer trigger. Before you know it, You know, you'll say, okay, this is just a gun. This is how you shoot this one. You'll be okay. All right. Now you're going to notice the difference when you go to your larger stuff and you'll say, yeah, I wish it shot like that. But, you know, right now with the way technology is, we're asking a little too much. I'm telling you, it's an absolute stud. It's a star. I'm able to get, you know, my 2 fingers on here. When I've got that magazine in there, you know, I'm able to get my pinky right on there, but it flies off, to be completely honest with you. Double, triple, quadruple check. Not much to write home about. When you're shooting this though, don't be discouraged if you get it into your hand, because you should try as best you can to shoot any gun that you're considering for personal protection before you buy it. Don't get discouraged by the first few magazines. You know, really don't. Try to take some time with it. Understand what you're feeling. Understand that, you know, it's gonna take some time to get probably as good as you want with it, but it's certainly something not to count out, you know, the first time you shoot it. After that third mag or so, I'm getting really comfortable with it. Being able to simply concentrate, kind of knowing where to hold, and it feels a lot better. Feels a lot better. That last mag felt a lot better. You gotta get your reps in. Just like anything good in life, practice makes better than you are right now. That's that quick 3-shot group. 2 of it in the same hole. Hadn't shot this gun in weeks and weeks, so I'm doing that. Not the slowest shooting. And I told you, I'm feeling really comfortable with it now. So, yeah, I get a lot of reps in with firearms. Really practice, you know, just pulling back on that trigger. But anybody can do it, I promise you. I promise you. It's probably a little snappy, you know, especially if you compare it to like a 365 or something. This is a little more snappy. It is, but it's the one I have, okay? And it's the one that I carry for whatever that's worth. That's it. All right, everybody. Appreciate your time. Like, share, subscribe. To that,